November 5th, 2025, Moscow, Russia. Inside the Kremlin's fortified walls, 57 of Russia's highest-ranking officials gathered beneath the double-headed eagle. On the table lay a file stamped Sarmat, operational test, containing final approval for 3 RS-28 Sarmat ICBMs, each loaded with 10 nuclear warheads, enough destructive force to wipe Kiev, Dnipro, and Kharkiv from the map in under 8 minutes. The Kremlin, once assumed untouchable, now faced a fracture in its sky. Ukraine had launched a coordinated strike. 15 Bayraktar TB2 drones and 10 upgraded MiG-29s were ready to breach the planet's most defended airspace. Moscow's $9.4 billion layered shield, guarded by Podsolnuk radar, EW nodes, Buk M3, Pantsir S1, and the S-500 Promite, watched above. Could a combination of unmanned drones and fighter jets slip through Russia's armored sky? Or was this Ukraine about to commit a catastrophic misstep? Let's examine. November 5th, 2025. Moscow, 10 a.m. The city's canopy was dull and still. Inside the Grand Council chamber, 57 of Russia's most influential figures sat beneath the emblematic eagle. Chandeliers glimmered, but the room felt colder than stone. Vladimir Putin occupied the center. Around him were Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, General Gerasimov, and the chiefs of Roscosmos and Strategic Missile Forces. On the table rested a single folder marked Sarmat, Operational Test, the final authorization inside. Plans described a limited nuclear strike using 3 RS-28 Sarmat missiles, each armed with 10 warheads. Their combined yield totaled roughly 100 megatons, sufficient to erase Kiev, Dnipro, and Kharkiv in less than 8 minutes. Putin spoke softly, measured. "We will finish this war on our terms and remind the West who controls the skies." The generals inclined their heads. Outside, the red banner waved over the Kremlin spires, unaware it might soon be the harbinger of a new era. Unknown to them, every movement and coded phrase in that chamber was already being observed. Ukraine's AI surveillance system, Iran Sentinel, had intercepted an encrypted satellite link orbiting some 22,000 miles above. At 10:17 a.m., a spike in data was flagged as Category Omega, a potential nuclear pre-launch signature. Inside the Kremlin, the meeting pressed on, confident and secretive. But in Kiev, a line of text blinked on an operator's monitor. Authorization protocol detected. Moscow. Immediate action required. History had begun its countdown. 10:30 a.m. Kiev time, 30 meters underground. The operations center of the Ministry of Digital Defense was dim. The central screen displayed Moscow like a vast beating organ under glass. The Kremlin's secret had been exposed. Red letters pulsed. Category Omega. Nuclear deployment protocol confirmed. The room's silence shattered into controlled urgency. General Alexander Havleno put both hands on the steel table, voice sharp. "They're about to execute. There is no retreat. We must strike straight to the heart on the screen." The Kremlin's defensive layers peeled back, one by one. Podsolnuk long-range radar, the multi-layered air defenses, Buk M3, Pantsir S1, and finally the S-500 Promite, an apparent impenetrable firewall. Yet the blade had been lying in wait. Enlaya 100 was monitoring all Russian airspace. "Stealth Channel 4, northwest wind," the UAV officer reported. "If we stay under 45 meters over the Moskva, their radars get only about 8 seconds to react." 8 seconds, enough to change history or to extinguish it. Approved combined operation. The command came down. At Pava Air Base, 15 Bayraktar TB2s sat ready. Phase 1. The bait. Their purpose to provoke, not destroy. Like, share, and subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss what happens next.